Welcome to Advertising Champions, your go-to destination for insights into the dynamic world of advertising. I'm your host, Tony Stanol, and with us today is Will Burns of Ideasicle X. Welcome, Will.
Thanks so much, Tony.
Now, you're an agency guy from, you said, all over the country. Walk us through that real quickly, because I want to hear about this Ideasicle X as well.
Yeah, I've always been fascinated with creativity, which got me into advertising. Started out in Boston working on the Titleist and FootJoy accounts as an account guy. Was out in San Francisco at Goodby Silverstein and Partners, and then Wieden & Kennedy after that in Portland, Oregon. That's the Nike agency, for those who aren't familiar with them. And then came back to the East Coast to work at Arnold Worldwide and Mullen, and was in new business for 7 years doing nothing but pitching at Arnold Worldwide. And that's when the Ideasicle concept hit me.
Okay, so tell us, what's your secret weapon? What is the concept behind Ideasicle X?
Yeah, so it was actually born out of a new business need, because when you're pitching, as I'm sure you know, you need ideas and you need them very quickly. And so I built this intranet site at Arnold where I could post requests for ideas, then anybody in the agency could post their ideas. We actually got some pitch-winning ideas out of that little experiment. And then it occurred to me, I've worked at some of the best agencies in the country. I know some of the best creative people and strategists in the country. What if I use this kind of technology to point to them and have them work in teams coming up with ideas virtually? Because why should agencies be stuck with the people in the building when they can bring world-class talent in to help them in pitches or even help them with clients? So in 2010, I started Ideasicle using off-the-shelf software and got quickly frustrated with the limitations of that software. It worked okay. At least I could test the concept of virtual idea generation, but it wasn't perfect. I was learning a lot about the human dynamics of virtual idea generation. So I got an investor involved, and we built a platform specifically and only for virtual idea generation. And that was in 2019. And that's where we are today, basically, is with this platform.
So it goes to the concept that a good idea could come from anywhere, except you're not soliciting, the front desk or someone in the mailroom. You've got a curated team of people that you tap for these ideas.
That's right, and it's funny you bring that up, because when I was at Arnold with that crowdsourcing thing, it wasn't limited to the creative teams. It could have been somebody in accounting, and we often got really good ideas from unexpected people. But I figured if I could get like the best people actually consciously working together virtually, it could be off the charts, and it has been.
And how far do you take a concept? Because you said virtual, how does that work with people in different parts of the country, brainstorming as it were?
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons we're sort of a weird company, is that I think we were the first company ever to only come up with the ideas and not execute them. We're not designed for that. And part of the reason is, agencies make their money on time of staff, and the bulk of that time of staff is in the execution. So I'm leaving a lot of money on the table, but at the same time, I never wanted to be beholden to what we can execute in our ideas. Because if you think about it, an agency is only going to present an idea that they can execute if that's where they make all their money. So by not executing, we can be 100% objective. We can present an idea that could be free to execute as long as it will satisfy the objective.
Got it. Yeah, give us a quick example in the last couple of seconds here of a great idea that came to fruition. You don't have to name names if it's confidential.
Yeah, well, there is one that I'm quite proud of, but the client won't let us talk about it, which is a bummer. And we work with in-house agencies a lot, and it gets political when in-house agencies go outside to get talent or to get ideas. But there was this one company, it's a betting company, so I'll just leave it at that. And we helped come up with the tagline for their entire company. So I was very excited about that one. But we do brand ideas all the time for companies, taglines that really help the company galvanize around a singular idea, and that idea can then inform everything that they do, including advertising, but not just limited to that.
Got it. And potential clients and agencies and people could find you where? Ideasiclex.com?
You got it. That's exactly it.
Okay. Thanks for joining us today, Will.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Tony.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of Advertising Champions. You could find out more information at dailynewsnetwork.com. We'll see you next time.
We've been around for 16 years, working with clients, with thousands of clients. We're working with agencies to be able to scale them and grow them and provide them services that would cost them way more than it would for them to do it themselves. Anything oriented around lead generation, video creation, web design, we're full service, so we can really serve most people.